Inside Grand Prix News is presented by Allianz.
Quick, compact, up-to-date. Welcome to the Inside Grand Prix News. We've got the latest scoop from the pit lane. The race is on.
Vettel, trouble in Monaco. In spite of new clothes, he's got no adequate suit for the official ball on Sunday evening, but he has definitely found a solution, even for that. And by the way, he's also made motor racing history in Monaco. He's the first German for 10 years to win the classic race and also equalled the record for early season wins set by Nigel Mansell in 1992 and Michael Schumacher in 2002. 5 wins in 6 races. Vettel celebrated with a splash after a victory in Monaco that could certainly never be taken for granted.
In the cockpit,
however, you have to do your best and push your limit, but you mustn't go too far because that could be the end. You're so excited in the beginning and you have to cope with that in order to concentrate on driving. And it's very important to find the right rhythm here. The speed is not very high here, neither is it in the corners. It's very narrow, but Monaco is just something different.
nicht so hoch, auch in den Kurven nicht, weil es sind alles sehr enge Kurven, es hat wenig Platz, aber es ist einfach was anderes.
Vettel now has 15 race wins, exactly the same as Lewis Hamilton, who is still his closest challenger in the title race. But at 58 points ahead, the German can even allow himself 2 no scores. A comforting lead. Comparing the driver standings in 2010, also after Monaco and 6 races, Webber was equal with Vettel in the lead. Then came 6 drivers almost on a par, with Nico Rosberg in 8th, only 22 points behind. Michael Schumacher and Nico Rosberg had to undergo ups and downs at the weekend. After a good qualifying, Michael Schumacher was stopped by a technical fault during the race. Nico Rosberg damaged his car in free practice and qualified only 7th. Be that as it may, it could be even worse. The start, sensational 5th. Webber was in front of me and I just thought, get out of the way, I'm going to get you in a moment anyway. So I was very optimistic. But then the tyres conked out and I became very slow. Nothing worked anymore, absolutely nothing. And then it became even worse, whether the tyres were hard or soft, nothing worked. Furthermore, I wasn't driving very well, and also the whole chaos around me. Just forget about it.
Further Formula One news are coming up now, condensed by our Inside Grand Prix team.
All for a good cause. This year, the Amber Lounge event was collecting money for the Road to Athens Special Olympics initiative. Its patron is Prince Albert. His future wife is an ambassador.
I'm actually overwhelmed by it's a huge honor to represent these athletes and this movement, which is I'm so passionate about, and I just hope I can do the best that I can for these athletes. So I feel great.
The fundraising included an auction staged as part of the Amber Lounge fashion show. Taking part here on the catwalk, 10 Formula One stars, including Felipe Massa, Nico Rosberg and Adrian Sutil. A private party was given by music producer Denise Rich. Star guests here included Charlene Wittstock and Michael Schumacher.
I mean, Charlene, myself, we're all sportsmen. We know what it means for us, this type of sport we are doing. So we obviously feel excited and happy that we can give something back.
The Special Olympics is the world's largest official sports movement for people with intellectual and multiple disabilities. A London court has now decided that Team Lotus and Renault Lotus GP can keep their names. The Lotus Group had brought the case, claiming that the Lotus name exclusively for itself. The media claim it was a draw, and the judge said how sorry it was that they couldn't decide the issue for themselves. Williams technical director Sam Michael is reportedly being wooed by several teams, said to include Mercedes, Ferrari and Force India. Michael leaves Williams at the end of the season. A new date for the postponed Bahrain race is looking increasingly unlikely. As has now been revealed, around a quarter of the circuit staff are currently in prison. They are Shiites who were arrested after the uprising against the royal family. A final decision on whether the race will go ahead will be made this Friday. Rumour has it that Scuderia Toro Rosso might be sold. It's said that the Abu Dhabi-based finance company Arba are negotiating with Dietrich Mateschitz. However, nothing official has been declared so far. The As Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi is now not going to be altered after all. Originally, there were plans to make overtaking easier. Now the diggers are being left where they are, and new rules and tyres are being relied on to create an exciting race in the desert as elsewhere. Formula One circuit designer Herman Tilke has been commissioned to build a new track in the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. Due to be funded by private investors, the circuit will be near to Bran Castle, widely known as the castle of Count Dracula.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching the Inside Grand Prix News. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Inside Grand Prix News was presented by Allianz.